some time ago, you talked about how when you went through adolescence, you had a terrible time.
Yeah.
And in fact, I had a look at some pictures of you during that period. And you did have a lot of spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things that you've clearly used to overcome this is changing your appearance. You've kind of, you've physically changed, haven't you? The photographs of you, if I look at them...
No, it's called adolescence. It's called growing and changing.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it has not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose. It helped me breathe better so I can hit higher notes.
But are you, Michael, are you honestly saying that you've only ever had one operation?
2.
You've had 2?
As I can remember. Yeah, just 2.
But if I look at some of the photographs of you in your adolescence...
Yeah, I changed. People change.
But even after, when you did the Thriller album, your lips are very different now to what they were then. No. But they do look different.
No, sorry.
You don't think
lips.
so?
Nope.
But on a serious point, in some ways I can understand it, because...
I'm happy with my lips.
No, but forget the lips, but specifically, but...
And everybody in Hollywood get plastic surgery. Plastic surgery wasn't invented for Michael Jackson.
No, I'm not suggesting it was invented for
it.
Michael Jackson, but what I'm saying is, sometimes people go too far. Sometimes, if they've got a lot of money, and they have an opportunity, sometimes they can think, I'll do things, especially given your childhood. I mean, while we've talked, I've begun to understand how difficult that was for you, how unhappy you were as a child.
Yeah.
As an adolescent, how unhappy you were about your appearance. You told me in Neverland that your father used to insult you. You told me in Las Vegas your father used to talk about your nose.
Yeah.
So I can understand why you wanted to change your appearance.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want.
Just that though, not the whole face, just the nose. They try to say, why do you keep changing it? It's not true. It's just the nose,
Even though the shape of the face is different.
Because I've changed.
How have you changed?
I was a little kid. I'm
talking about pictures of you in your 20s.
No, I was changing. I'm telling you the honest truth. I don't do anything to my face.
Honestly.
We broke off, but not for long. Next up were my worries about the children.
When I was talking to Prince one day, he said to me that he didn't have a mother.
He said he didn't have a mother?
Yeah, I said, Prince, where's your mummy? And he said, I haven't got a mother.
That's right.
Did you tell him to say that?
No.
What do you think he means when he says I haven't got a mother?
Like he said, he didn't have a mother.
Do you not think, though, that your children would benefit from contact with their mother?
No, because she doesn't... it's private information. She doesn't... She can't handle it.
She can't handle her own children?
She preferred them to be with me than with her.
Did you know that she didn't want to have relationships with the children when you married her?
Yeah. She did it for me.
So just so that I understand this correctly...
She's a wonderful person, too.
She knew that Michael Jackson loves children.
Yeah.
And she knew that Michael Jackson wanted children.
That's why.
And
she said, you need to be a daddy.
Right. She said you needed to be a daddy.
Mm-hmm.
More than she needed to be a mother.
Yeah. And she wanted to do that for me as a present.
As a present?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's a gift. I used to walk around holding baby dolls.
Really?
Yeah. Because I wanted children so badly.
What you've just said is that your wife gave you 2 children as a present because she knew you wanted to be a father.
Yeah, that's a lovely gesture.
Well, it's an incredible gesture.
Yeah, there are surrogate mothers who do that every day. That happens every day in the world.
Is that
it's happening right now?
Is that how Blanket was born as well?
I used a surrogate mother, or my own sperm cells. I had my own sperm cells in my other 2 children. They're all my children, but I used a surrogate mother. And she doesn't know me, I don't know her. And that's how I was born.
How did you select the mother, out of interest?
It didn't matter to me, as long as she was healthy. I didn't care what race. I said, as long as she's healthy and she doesn't have her vision's good and her intellect. I want to know how intelligent she is.
Would you have conceived a child with a black woman
Of course.
as a surrogate mother?
Of course.
But I've seen Blanket, and I think safe to say his mother was probably white.
No, you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Blanket's mother's black?
Yeah.
But Blanket's so light.
Black people were called colored people because we come in all colors. From very white, as white as my hand, to very dark, as the dark of your shirt. My father has blue eyes. And when they see Paris, they always think Debbie. But that could easily be my father's genes,
Really?
Of course.
So when do you think you're going to have your next child?
I wish I could have it today.
Really?
I was thinking about adopting 2 kids from each continent around the world.
Really?
Yeah. Boy and a girl.
From
each
every continent?
On every continent. That's my dream. And he deserved all the joys of life as any
And so
other
it was that we came back to our meeting at Neverland with 12-year-old Gavin. I'd found this easily the most disturbing moment of the past 8 months.
Some have, and they say, is that really appropriate? When you're talking about children, we met Gavin, and it was a great privilege to meet Gavin because he's had a lot of suffering in his life.
Yeah.
When Gavin was there, he talked about the fact that he shares your bedroom.
Yes.
Can you understand why people would worry about that?
Because they're ignorant.
But is it really appropriate for a 44-year-old man to share a bedroom with a child who is not related to him at all?
That's a beautiful thing.
That's not a worrying thing?
Why should it be worrying? Who's the criminal? Who's Jack the Ripper in the room? This is a guy trying to heal a child. I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor. I gave him the bed because he has a brother named Star. So him and Star took the bed, and I'm on the floor in the sleeping bag.
Did you ever sleep in the bed with them?
No. But I have slept in the bed with many children. I sleep in the bed with all of them. When Macaulay Culkin were little, Kieran Culkin would sleep on this side, Macaulay Culkin's on this side, his sister's in there. We're all just jamming the bed. Then we wake up like dawn and go in the hot air balloon. We have the footage. I have all that footage.
But is that right, Michael?
It's very right. It's very loving. That's what the world needs now. More love, more.
The world needs
heart.
The world needs a man who's 44 sleeping in a bed with children.
No, you're making it all wrong.
Well, tell me, help me.
Because what's wrong with sharing love? You don't sleep with your kids or some other kid who needs love, who didn't have a good childhood?
No, I don't. I would never dream of sleeping.
I would.
I would never dream.
Because you've never been where I've been mentally.
What do you think people would say if I said, well, I've invited some of my daughter's friends round or my son's friends round and they're going to sleep in the bed with me tonight?
That's fine.
What do you think their parents would say?
If they're wacky, they would say you can't. But if you're close family, like your family, you know them well, but
Michael, I wouldn't like my children to sleep in anybody else's bed.
Well, I wouldn't mind if I knew the person well, and if I'm very close to Barry Gibb, Paris and Prince can stay with him anytime. My children sleep with other people all the time.
And you're happy with that?
Fine with it. They're honest. They're sweet people. They're not Jack the Ripper.
I suppose the problem for many people is what happened in 1993, or what didn't happen.